Let us understand how to fill up the application form of Bank of India Mutual Fund Scheme. The following documents need to be kept handy before you initiate the process: a passport photograph, PAN card, Aadhaar card, and a check with the scheme name along with the amount you wish to invest. The first step is to check the KYC status of the customer. Visit the website cvklra.com and click on KYC Enquiry. Now you need to enter the customer's PAN number. After this, you need to click on the box beside the CAPTCHA I am human. After this, you will need to click on submit. You will then get the result whether the customer's KYC is verified or not. If the status shows as verified, then you can proceed with filling the application form. If not, please get the KYC updated by visiting the website online.poimf.in. The second step is to fill the application form. Under the first heading, Distributor Information, you need to enter the ARN number, which is ARN-4481. This number will remain the same for all the forms. Then you need to enter the branch code, which is the last 4 digits of the IFSC code of your POI branch. The tick on declaration and signature inside the signature box is mandatory. Under the mode of holding and KIN/KYC details, tick accordingly whether you want a single account, joint account, or anyone/survivor. Further fill in the applicant PAN number or KIN number and proceed. Under the fifth section, that is the applicant details, accordingly tick the prefix for the name and fill in the full name, date of birth, nationality, and country of birth. Kindly tick on the status of first/sole applicant and status of the applicant below. If the sole/first applicant is a minor, then the document proof mentioned in the form needs to be submitted and guardian details needs to be filled. You then need to fill in the mailing address, city, state, and PIN code in the given space. You also need to fill in the email ID and mobile number. Under the sixth section, Additional KYC Details, you need to tick accordingly on behalf of the applicants. You can refer to the ticks indicated in the video. In the table Occupation Details for, make a tick according to the applicant's occupation. Next, in the table Gross Annual Income Range, make a tick on the basis of the applicant's income. Under Politically Exposed Person, if the applicant is a political figure or is involved by any means, then tick on Is a PEP. If he is related to a political figure, then tick on Related to PEP, and if not, then tick on Not Applicable. In the next subsection, Email Communication Information, you may tick on the checkboxes as per applicant's request. In the seventh section, FATCA and SRC Information, under Address Type, make a tick mark according to the applicant's address type. In the table below that, tick No if the applicant's country of birth or citizenship/nationality/tax residency is India, and No if vice versa. If the applicant is an NRI, kindly fill the details and also include the taxpayer reference ID number of the country of residency other than India. This tax ID number is mandatory for NRI applicants. Under the 8th section, Bank Account Details, you need to enter the bank details of the applicant such as bank name, account number, account type, address, MICR code, and IFSC code. Under the 9th section, Scheme and Payment Details, you need to fill the scheme name, its plan and option. Please put growth if the applicant wants the investment in a cumulative mode, or IDCW if the applicant wants a dividend payout, the investment amount, net amount, check or DD number, drawn bank, branch or city, and bank account type and number. Additionally, you have to tick the payment mode that applicant wishes to go ahead with. Under the redemption or dividend remittance section, tick on electronic payment if the applicant wishes to redeem digitally, or check payment if he or she wants the redemption through check. Under the 12th section, Nomination Details, make a tick beside the heading I or we wish to nominate as under. If the nominee is not a minor, then in the table, write the name and address of nominees, their PAN number, relationship, and percentage holding if multiple nominees. The applicant also needs to make a signature in the given space. Additionally, tick on the declaration checkbox and signature is mandatory. When the nominee is a minor, you need to fill the nominee details, that is the name and address, PAN number, relationship of the nominee with the unit holder, and the date of birth. Further, fill the name, address, signature of the guardian, and the percentage holding. Please note that the guardian's signature is mandatory when the nominee is a minor and the guardian cannot be the same as the first applicant. You also need to make a tick mark beside the proof of relationship of guardian with the minor according to the proof mentioned. Kindly note that the power of attorney holder cannot make a nomination on behalf of the first applicant. The applicant also needs to make a signature in the given space. Additionally, tick or the declaration checkbox at the signature is mandatory. The applicant then needs to make a signature in the given space and as indicated in the video. The third step is filling the SIP registration mandate form. Under the first heading, Distributor Information, you need to enter the ARN number, which is ARN-4481. This number will remain the same for all the forms. Then you need to enter the branch code, which is the last 4 digits of the IFSC code of your POI branch. The tick on declaration and signature inside the signature box is mandatory. In the next part, registration cum mandate form for auto debit/NAC facility. If the applicant is registering for the first time, then tick on new SIP registration. If he or she wants to cancel the SIP, then tick on SIP cancellation. And if they want to change the bank account, then tick on change in bank account. Under applicant information and scheme detail, write investor name, PAN number, the scheme name, plan option, and the sub option. Under the fourth section, that is any day or any date SIP/payment details, you may fill this section as per applicant's day or date preference along with amount, check details, and bank and branch name. While filling the SIP period, please consider the start date as 30 days post submission of the form. Kindly mention the SIP period in MM/YYYY format. For example, if the applicant wishes to start a 3-year SIP from November 2022 to October 2025, then the period format would be 11/2022 to 10/2025. If the applicant doesn't wish to enter an end date, then tick on until cancelled. Then the applicant needs to sign in the given space as indicated in the video. Firstly, tick on the checkbox according to the applicant's request, create, modify, or cancel. Enter the bank account number, bank name, tick the account type, IFSC code or MICR, amount of rupees in words and figures, the phone number, the email ID, the start date or end date of the SIP in TD/MM/YYYY format. While filling the SIP period, please consider the date from 30 days of submitting the form. If the applicant doesn't wish to enter an end date, then tick on until cancelled. Then the account holder needs to make a signature in the given space as indicated in the video. Please note that this SIP mandate form is sent to the bank for activation. If there are multiple holders in the bank account, their signatures would also be required to activate the SIP mandate, even if they are not part of the mutual fund investment application.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.